Hello everybody. Right, it's November. It's getting a bit cold. Right, okay, a few gaffes. In the last video I said this was an R40. Yes, I was wrong, that's it. You caught me. But I did say apologise for any gaffes that I might make, being as I'm not very good at this and this is fairly new. So there you go. Actually, an R40 is a tank. I think that's made by Renault. And today I'm off for some ammunition. But if it was a tank, I think I'd need some bigger ammunition that I'm going to fetch. So it's cartridge day today. I'm heading to a gun shop in Halfritton called Neville's. And going to pick up some cartridges for my clay pigeon shooting. Right, enough of that. As far as updates are concerned, I rang Renault this morning about this charge timer. So the charge scheduler, as they call it, I've got to get my words right. Charge scheduler doesn't work. We also have got another issue, which I mentioned to them, and it's looking like we're going to have to take it into dealership to sort all this sort of thing out. The other issue is the lights come on during the day when they're set to automatic, and the only way around it is set it to manual, and you can pretty much sort that out. But it can be annoying because if you forget and you think you're on automatic, by night time you've got no lights on and you can end up driving without lights. Anyway, enough of that. So we're waiting for a bit more information from Renault about it, about the updates and what might happen, and that I believe is all I can tell you at the moment on that score. Anyway, sorry about the shaky video. I'll sort the camera out in a minute. Just going to get past this lane, and I'll be back with you again. Find somewhere to pull up. Right, the battery rental is actually a preference and depends on the person. So yes, eventually you don't have a breakdown cover or anything like that and you have to get your own. Oh, shock horror, because most people who have petrol cars, nice cars, actually do that anyway. I'm not saying most people, some don't bother, but it depends how much faith you've got in it. Now, we used to have a Renault Zoe before, and we had the battery rental. Well, the wife did anyway. It was a car, and we had that for 2.5 years. And to be fair, we didn't actually run out of battery power at any time, even on a long journey. We had no issues with it whatsoever. The only time we needed breakdown recovery from Renault services was we ended up with a broken front road spring on the right hand side, which was really not a lot to do with the battery, now was it? Anyway, enough of that. So as I say, it's an annoying little buzz. I think it's something we've got down in the glove box down there, the little side pocket on the door. Nuts. With electric car, everything drives you nuts. If you've got a little tiny rattle, you can hear it because they're so quiet. Now this hill, I get some real good regen down here, and we're it's 105 at the top of the hill, and if I just touch my brakes just slightly, it'll jump up in kilowatts. I'm now making 15 kilowatts, 14, 15 kilowatts. I'm slowing down, and that's just touching the brake. Right, so we're now at bottom. It's now at 106, so I gained a mile. If I'm concentrating, I can probably get it a little bit more than that. But not really concentrating today. As I say, it'll be a short video, it's a short run. I've got to do too much in the way of explaining very much. I think most of it's already been said by other people anyway. A bit disappointed in the Renault services. It had been 2 months, they said they'd get back to me, and they never actually got back to me. It was September when I started talking to them about it. It's now November, and we passed bonfire night. So I thought I'd better give them a ring. I mentioned before that the regen on this seems a little better. I'm sure I did. If I didn't, well, I am doing now. Also, on the eco side, when you've got the eco button in, it is a bit lacking in power compared with the last Renault Zoe. Yeah, it's a little bit lacking in power on the eco button in comparison. It seems quite powerful though if you're in normal mode, non-eco, and at times going up hills you definitely need to use non-eco if it's a steep hill and you've got a full load. That is a lot of people in, so you've got a full car and you're going uphill. You could find yourself struggling a little bit at times. Don't know whether that was sort of an issue that is supposed to be like that, or whether it's actually is an issue. But anyway, so as I say, I'm heading to get some cartridges for me clay pigeon shooting, and because of that it's not going to be a very long video. And that said, try and fill in as best I can, make it less boring. Don't think I can though. I think I mentioned before, a lot of people think these are a town or city car. Well, you can do journeys. I mean, it's not a big deal, especially if there's just two of you. Or I don't think it's a family car as such in size. Depends how far you're going. If you're a family car, kids would be getting a bit fed up by the time you got to where you're going. It's not that spacious. Right, I need to be going up there. That's a shame. Oh, there's one turning out there. Should be alright. Okay, that's the ammunition. So we're alright for a few more weeks. Take this moment to quit. Okay, on his way back. Yeah, sort of uneventful. Just pick up a bit of ammo. As I was saying, personal preference. You choose what you want in life. If you want to pay for certain services, then that's entirely up to you. Depends how much confidence in a lot of ways you have with the vehicle itself. And I think this new battery design that gives you the extra range is quite stunning. One thing that I have noticed is that it, on the old one, you used to park up and you could kind of regenerate a little bit. You get a few miles back, you get a couple of miles. This one, not so much. You park up, come back to it next morning, and it's just roughly about the same as when you left it. So it's a bit more exact. The other one didn't seem to be as exact. That's not much more I can say. I think we might say that's it. Till next time. I'll probably bring another video out if there's anything to report on the charge scheduler, and see what's said about that. But as I say, it's looking like we've got to go book it in. There might be some service manager update or something to do with the R-Link. It can be quite annoying if you're driving along and it's bright sunshine, all of a sudden you can't see your R-Link screen. It goes into night mode, and then your lights come on. People think you're flashing them or something like that, and it tends to stay that way. You can't get rid of it, so that can be really frustrating. As far as the issue with the charger is concerned, I've had occasion when we've pulled up at local Sainsbury's with a 3 kilowatt charger, parked up next to somebody who's charging on the same post. It refuses to charge. It's something to do with the amount of power it's taking on the other socket on the other side of the post. Now, if nobody's there and you plug in, it charges, no problem at all. But red nose light comes on and you get the possible to charge message. So it's that's an issue I mentioned. Whether or not that is a pod point problem or whether or not it's a Renault problem, I don't know. We never got the issue with the last car that you'd just plug it in and you'd charge. You just got to remember to take your charge timer off. But this one seems a little bit more finicky. The low voltage side, I'll have to see. Didn't notice any issues when we used a more powerful charger. I think there was the one at Scarborough was a 43 at Lidl at Scarborough, 43 kilowatt. Didn't seem to have any problems with that. Right, as I say, I think I've about covered it for today. Don't think there's anything else that's any importance. So, until next time.